Hi, I'm Tara Runco. Welcome to Chef in It, a cooking series where I'm inviting Colorado's best chefs to teach us how to bring a taste of their restaurant into your home kitchen. This episode, we're visiting my good friend, Cliff Blauvelt, co-owner and executive chef of Odie B's, a rowdy little sandwich shop in Denver, Colorado. They've built a big reputation for slinging some seriously satisfying sandwiches, made with high-quality ingredients and a whole lot of heart. Today, Chef Cliff will be making his interpretation of the classic chopped cheese sandwich, breakfast style. I love what Chef Cliff is doing at Odie B's. I can't wait to introduce you to him. Hello, Chef Cliff. I'm so excited to be here at Odie B's and to learn more about this beautiful dish that you've created for us today.
Absolutely. So we have the breakfast chopped cheese. It was kind of my answer to everybody's question of when you're going to do a chopped cheese. We don't want to do anything that anybody else is doing. So I kept saying we'll never do it. And the idea came to me one day, unbelievably, in the shower. And it doesn't really exist, so it is a pretty creative twist on the traditional chopped cheese. Our sandwiches come out quick, fast, easy is what it seems, but in the back end, we make our own sausage in-house. The fancy sauce is 30 ingredients, so it's more than just a chopped up cheeseburger.
Can you tell me a little bit more about Odie B's and what makes you so community focused?
Sure. I wanted to have a sandwich shop and I wanted to do fun, creative things that nobody was doing. My whole thing is I wanted to cook with my friends and I wanted to do the things that we wanted to cook and I wanted to play the music I wanted to play. Denver's really accepted that and thinks that that's cool too. Beyond that, with Kara and I, my wife, we're celebrating 6 years sober and we really wanted to create more of a healthy environment. And for us, it really was creating a culture of change, recovery, acceptance. So we want to be able to empower the team. Everybody says we take care of our team and we really care. And I just really wanted to walk the walk. I just feel like really it was important that we lived it and that we did take care of the people that we said we were going to take care of.
There's this sign on the wall, the Odie B's do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
At the bottom it reads, Odie B's is for the people.
It's what it is. What we're doing is we're feeding people. People come in and have parties. They come with their suitcases. We're the last place or the first place that they come and eat off an airplane. Like, that's cool. The breakfast chopped cheese.
The breakfast chopped cheese.
Yeah.
What should I expect as I dive into this?
How messy do you want to be? It's a double fister.
The sandwich has so much umami, so much flavor.
It has the salty, it has the sweet, it has the pickly. The components are all there.
That spicy kick, is that from the fancy sauce?
There's pickled Fresnos in here that are almost candied.
Oh, this is so good. This sandwich is absolutely killer. I can't wait to make a version of this right in my home kitchen.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you so much for coming into my home kitchen today. It was wonderful seeing the chopped cheese sandwich at Odie B's. Now we're gonna make a home version of it. How do we get started? What are we doing right now?
Mise en place.
Yes.
Just really getting things ready to build this at-home chopped cheese. First, we're gonna get the lettuce going. We're just gonna cut it in half, chop it quarters, and then we're gonna mandolin them.
Without losing a finger.
What you're looking for is just like really thin. You just need that crunchy, crispy, fresh bite.
If someone doesn't have a mandolin at home, what would you recommend?
You can kind of roll up your pieces of lettuce into smaller, tighter pieces and thinly cut. The lettuce is gonna go into a bowl of ice water, make it really nice and crispy.
And how long do you keep it in there?
Just a few minutes, 5, 10.
Isa, you want some lettuce? I can't believe she likes this more than sausage.
We're gonna do the Fresnos and we're gonna cut them kind of thin. We don't want people to get this like super spicy bite. We're gonna do like a quick pickle on them. The way they get pickled with the vinegar and the sugar, it does kind of mellow them out, but it also brings in like that pickly funkiness.
So how many of these Fresnos should we be slicing up?
The recipe calls for a pound. If we do a pound and we pickle them, you can have them in your fridge for months. You can sneak them onto your meat and cheese boards or anything like that sort of fun stuff. Let's chop up the pickles for the fancy sauce. In the restaurant, the fancy sauce has a green chili relish that goes into it. It gets cooked down with a bunch of dill, sugar, vinegar. That's, a full day sort of process for us. This one's kind of the shortcut there, is that you get to use the dills and then bread and butter pickles. So we just want them like a small little dice on them. And then we'll just have the onion. the sage. So kind of like lay them out, just kind of go right across them. Give it a little rough chop. So the thyme I've already picked, just break them up a little bit.
So we have pork here, we have bacon here.
Yes, we got the pork today from Oliver's Meats over on 6th Avenue. They just have a really great meat selection. The pork's already been diced. Basically, the pieces that you want to use are going to be the same size pieces that'll fit through your grinder. You also want to kind of clean up. On this, you can see there's some of the sinew on it, and it'll just create a different sort of mouthfeel than we're looking for. So the bacon really is going to act as like our fat into our sausage. Bacon also gives it like a really cool flavor.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Yeah, we use is Justin Brunson's bacon. So it's really, really high-end bacon.
And so what is the ratio that we're looking at here?
It's like 70 to 30 is kind of your meat to your fat ratio for all sausages. You really want that extra fattiness, and that's what helps kind of emulsify and bind your sausage together. We're gonna take the bacon as well, and we're just gonna chop it up. You wanna keep things really, really cold. If it doesn't stay cold enough, it will break and you'll create a crumbled sausage.
We don't want crumbly sausage.
It's very heartbreaking when that happens.
I love the idea of the inclusion of bacon.
It just brings another like depth of flavor into it.
And that's one thing you're really good at. Everything I've ever had at Odie B's.
We really try to do things the right way and not cut corners. I think it shows. Even with like our braises and things like that, like we go through like the classic French technique of like braising the meats for all of our braised sandwiches.
I had no idea you put so much into each of your sandwiches.
Oh yeah, well it's a sandwich, but that's what we want the people to think. And then on our end, we get to do the chef part. So then I've already made a sausage seasoning. So we're gonna have some dried sage. I put a little bit of crushed red pepper in there, just for a little bit of spice, salt, and then you wanna let it sit in your fridge overnight. So all this flavor penetrates these big pieces of the meat, so it gets all the way through. So the next component, there's kind of a candied Fresno pepper, super punchy with the vinegar, a lot of sugar in there, and then we're just gonna put a little bit of lime zest in there. It's really simple, really straightforward.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Start with the vinegar. So 8 ounces of vinegar, 8 ounces of sugar. We're gonna do half the lime.
Flame on.
Well, let's dump them in.
So where do you get your inspiration from?
I love food, I love what I do, and I love cooking, so I'm just constantly, whether it's like Instagram, walking through the grocery store, I'm just always looking at things like different new fun ways. I really am a firm believer of like creativity brings creativity. And if you get people that you trust and that you like collab with well, it can be unstoppable. We'll let it come to a boil and then we'll just turn it off.
Let's grind some sausage.
Let's do it. Pork, bacon, all the seasonings, everything's in there, delicious. Now we just gotta turn this guy and we're gonna turn on all the way.
I don't know why I'm so excited about this,
It's really fun. That's what you're looking for, is to keep like that fat all together and not runny or liquidy.
So what's the best cut of meat?
For this, I use pork shoulder. The at-home hack is you can buy the sausage ground, right?
Yeah.
So then you can just add in your seasonings yourself, but it won't have the bacon. Now we're gonna mix the sausage. We're gonna add some of the fresh herbs in, and we'll turn it on low. The idea is that you get this like stickiness. See how it's kind of holding on to me? You can always add ice water too, if you can see like some of that fat sort of breaking down.
Are we making fancy sauce?
Fancy sauce. So we're gonna start with the base, which is just gonna be mayonnaise. There's some ketchup and mustard in there. It's pretty much the traditional base for all sort of like burger sauces or fry sauce. We have the bread and butter, we have the dills, we have the onions, and then we have some green chilies that we're gonna add in there just for that sort of Southwestern kick.
So if you eat French fries, are you a ketchup sort of person?
I like the fry sauce. And then we're gonna want a little bit of salt and pepper.
Just a pinch?
Give it a good pinch, come on. Like a 3-finger pinch, how's that?
Okay.
All right, couple good turns. All right, now we just gotta give her a taste. Let's see if we need to add. It's gonna be hard to take out.
Do you want more pickle?
Sure.
I think this is perfect.
Yeah, and it's got really great acidity. The texture, like this.
The zinginess I like. Tell me a little bit about your non-alcoholic beverage program at Odie B's.
We came up with the idea of having NA drinks that you can add alcohol to. We want to just be more inclusive to everybody for the people who don't drink, so that way they have something cool and refreshing too that they can have. So today we're gonna do a mango blaster.
And this is going to go perfectly with that breakfast chopped cheese sandwich we're making.
Yeah, it's gonna match well. So we're gonna start with 1 ounce of lemon juice, 0.75 of mango, 1/2 ounce of the ginger simple, top it off, some bubbles, a little bit of ice, Odie B's mango blaster. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yum.
That is so
Oh my
refreshing.
gosh, I love it. So we have the fancy sauce that we made. We've got the shredded lettuce, and then the Fresno peppers. We've got some everything seasoning. It's gonna be more of our garnish on top. American cheese, because it's the best cheese.
It's the best.
And the sausage that we made. We're gonna need to cut open the bread.
Let's first talk about this bread.
Marzik's Fine Foods.
Yes.
That's where I got the hoagies. We're putting some serious sandwich inside of this thing. So we need it to have some structural integrity.
And that's the great thing about really well done hoagie buns is that they're soft, but they have that integrity.
Nice and toasty, get some good texture on there. And we wanna go top and bottom,
Coast to coast.
coast to coast. Every bite should have ingredients, so every bite is the perfect bite.
This would be great with fries. I can see dipping a lot of things in this.
Make egg salad with it.
Ooh, this would make a killer egg salad.
I'm gonna throw the meat on. So Fresno peppers. One trick to tasting your sausage before this final step is you can cook a little piece and re-season as needed.
And we're using American cheese because of the meltability of it.
It's the ooey gooey of cheeses. We're gonna chop the cheese in just so it's really incorporated into every single bite. So we got our nice melty, delicious chopped cheese right on top of the
Oh
bottom.
my God.
Lettuce.
Lettuce.
Go ahead. Everything seasoning comes from the Spice Guys out in Wheat Ridge.
The perfectly cooked egg.
Perfectly cooked. Top it.
Cliff, this is absolutely gorgeous. You know how obsessed I am with this sandwich. And the fact that we made it here in my home kitchen.
Oh yeah.
And we made sausage.
We made sausage.
This is the first time I've
Absolutely.
ever made that. Oh.
That's how you know it's good.
The more mess, the more flavor.
There's just something to be said about fresh sausage. To get that in there and be distinct and be able to taste it throughout the whole thing is pretty awesome.
It's so rewarding to be able to make it yourself and be able to customize it to the flavor profile you're looking for.
Part of the craft of being a chef.
Thank you for joining us today. And thank you to Chef Cliff and Odie B's. If you want to make this dish, you can find the recipe on our website at chefinit.com. I'll see you next time on Chefin' It.